Hey guys, Chad and Chris from WarFighter Airsoft here. We're out in Hollister, California with Dave from ARC Airsoft Field attending Operation New Hope. We had a great time this weekend playing Airsoft, and we're at the field, and we just wanted to take a walk around with Dave here and have him explain what his field is all about.
Alright guys, so like I said, my name's Dave. I'm with ARC Airsoft. So essentially our field is a 40-acre field. We have about 12 different playing fields to play from when you split up the field. We typically don't do that. We really specialize in milsim, so we combine everything. Right now we're standing on our trenches field. It's kind of about the center of a 40-acre piece of property. These trenches are kind of modeled after a World War I style setup, which makes some really interesting games in here. They're real fast-paced. Behind me, we've got our castle and barrels. We use that as a forward observation post. And beyond that, way down by that tree line, you're going to see an airfield. It's a single-story structure with some barrels. It's kind of a third-world feel to it. You come down through this riverbed, which we'll show you in a little bit. It's kind of a desert terrain with sparsely populated trees, bushes, things like that. It makes for a real good time. Back on this side of the field, it's set up more for paintball because we share the paintball with we share the property with tag paintball. So that speedball style field area we use as a CQB or an industrial zone for some of our milsim ops where they might have to plant a bomb or something on some of the tanks. Makes for a lot of fun. Beyond that, we have a CQB village. It's made out of connexes. It's kind of a military style mount course. We do train law enforcement military here from time to time. And then beyond that, we have a wooded field that goes out to a bridge about another, I want to say 200 meters, where we have an enemy encampment that we'll set up from time to time for a start point. So that's essentially it. Oh, Pat, over here's a hyperball field. We do use this as also oil processing or whatever we can put into the storyline to make for a really good game. Alright man, so as you guys can see, we're in the castle right now. Is what I pointed out from the trenches earlier, that big orange structure. Again, we use this kind of our combat outpost or a forward observation post just for game scenarios. A lot of times what we'll do is when somebody's trying to get to an objective, we'll mark it with a flag so we know who's in control of it. And as you can see, for our night games we ran last night, we'll tie the appropriate chem light on it too. It's not a pulley system, so they're great, and they're mobile, so we can change the field up on a constant basis. And as we walk around the field, you guys will see more and more of the flags.
Yeah, I actually like those flags because they're a lot easier to pull down and up down. Yeah, because a lot of these are get all tangled and or they're all tied up and like you're working hard.
I like the castle because when we did the when we had to do the raid on the castle and then bring the body back to the city area, it was pretty fun. Like you got guys suppressing from the trenches, and then while they're suppressing, you got dudes just making the Medal of Honor run to
open
breach.
field in no man's land. It made it a little challenging.
It made for a heart racing experience.
So now we're over at the creek bed, which is our main part of the field because we kind of specialize towards the wooded end of stuff as opposed to more of the CQB things that are becoming more and more popular out here on the West Coast. So if you look, you can see way out there, and I'm sure we'll show you in a little bit. We go down quite a bit, about another half mile that way, and about another half mile that way. The terrain really does vary. It's nice and flat for most of it. Where we're standing now, it's kind of a raised plateau. We use it as like an extraction zone or somewhere where it'd be believable somebody could skyhook out or something of that sort. And then way back in the distance, you see that we have some canopy-looking things with blue tarp around them. What we use that for is basically destructible buildings. BBs tend to penetrate the tarp. You can get pinned down, but it kind of simulates that wooden building as opposed to the, oh, you can't shoot me even though I'm behind a bush type thing that happens a lot on wooded fields. So it adds a different element. So guys, as you can see, this is our CQB site, more of our mountain city. It's all connexes. We used to kind of have this more of a focal point for our ops, but it actually makes a better accessory. It might be an objective, but it's not the objective for a lot of our games. The action here is really fast when we break it down, and then we do our what we call our first-person shooter days. It's kind of our skirmish. Just come out and play the small fields. When we do these, it's about a 10-minute game. A lot of plastic though, a lot of plastic in the air. I don't know if you guys had a chance to shoot in here at all.
You know what? I actually didn't have a chance to have a firefight, but we did clear it. Like you were saying, it's not the objective, but it is an objective. So me, Steve, and Jose, we came out and cleared this in the middle of the day, and you know, we had a good time clearing it. And then the night game, I believe it was you and me. We were clearing it. You know, it's dark. We got the flashes of light on you guys. It was a lot of fun. Like this was a ton of fun. And like I said, it wasn't even like direct action. Our actual ambush we did was over on the paintball side, but like it was still like a lot of fun, like moving through the shadows and stuff like that.
And that's what I like. It was like the transition going from woodland and then working our way into like a city mountain environment. And how to clear that, and then when we clear, we had to figure out, okay, now there's more open. How are we gonna find cover from this cover and thing? It was just a cool flow transition.
Yeah, a change of tactics, change of strategies, and it was great. It wasn't like when you go to a lot of the SoCal fields, it's like, oh, you're gonna do CQB, CQB, CQB. Some of the fields you might be able to do a little bit of woodland stuff. Here it's like, all right, woodlands. All right, now we're going to the city. Now we're in trenches.
Yeah.
What's
and again, it's about that milsim environment to actually really get the game up and going. And I mentioned earlier we do our first-person shooter days, and really that for the like the SoCal style of play, from what you've been telling me, like the skirmishes, and you're gonna hit this point, you're gonna have a really good fight, and it's gonna be an awesome game.
Chad's phone went off. Real professional, Chad.
Good going, Chad.
I forget
Trying to play it off, he's just like.
I forgot to have my phone on me.
Right.
But yeah, we'll break those down. We'll do those fast games. But again, like I was saying just a minute ago, the milsim, it's just that constant switch up. It's just like in any operation, it's like, oh well, okay, we've got this patrol to do. Damn, there's a village in the middle of the way. So now it's change your tactics, use your brain, think, and then it's like, okay, now what? So, and it's good. And I think this event we've been just calling down missions at random times.
Yeah,
like, hey,
definitely.
go react to that.
Like I said, like it definitely dawned on me, like the hippos, because we were like, oh, we finished the objective. Well, there was another one called down. Like, wait, what? I thought we were done. You know. So it was definitely a lot of fun. It was a fun curveball to be thrown at. You know? Oh yeah. So, guys, I know this is kind of a long video, but we didn't even show you the entire field. We showed you probably
about half.
Yeah.
There's like another 4 mile that way, and the bridge field out there. And, yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff going on in this field. We had a ton of fun here playing these past 2 days. Absolutely loved it. The night games, I gotta say, are probably the best.
Yeah, they're fun.
It's so much fun to have all the options you have in the day, but then you add that night adrenaline to it, and it's great. Anyways, guys, check out ARC Airsoft. You guys have your own website?
Yeah,
Facebook?
it's www.arcairsoft.com, and you can get us on Facebook. There's a link to it on the website, and then just search us ARC Airsoft. I think there's a French team or something out there that's got the same name.
No.
We're not them. If you find the halo wings with our banner, that's us.
Okay. And you guys have your own YouTube?
We do have a YouTube channel. We're working on it. We're gonna start posting links down on the Facebook page.
Okay. Yeah.
Content's really sparse right now.
Yeah, you'll find all these links in our description below, guys. So be sure, if you get an opportunity to play up here, take it. I swear it's been a ton of fun. Anyways, Dave, thank you so much for having us out here.
Thanks for coming out, dude. It's great.
All right, guys. Hey, this was WarFighter, Charlie, Mike. Continue the mission.